it's me Brianna and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I create my everyday makeup look. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new to the family. I would love it for you to join. I post videos every week, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into my everyday makeup routine. I hope you enjoy, guys. So the first thing that I always start out with, of course, is my Clinique moisturizer. This is just so I can start off with a fresh base on my skin, and I seriously love this moisturizer because it's so smooth and it's not too oily, so it doesn't leave me looking greasy. Also, sorry if you guys see me looking down, that's because my mirror is right here, so... So next up for my primer, I usually use the Maybelline Master Prime. This is what I've been using recently. It's the one for redness, and I like it because it just counteracts any redness that I have since I do have eczema, and then any little pimples or monsters that pop up, it helps with those as well. But this is pretty much what I use every day, and then I apply this all over my face. So for foundation, I'll be going in with my NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I love this because it doesn't leave my skin looking cakey. It's a very long wearing foundation, yet it is light to medium coverage, and it's buildable, which I really love because it's suitable for every day, but it's also suitable if I want to build it up to go for a night out and have makeup that's going to last for most of the day, which is awesome. I love this stuff, and I'll just be blending it in with my beauty blender and then buffing out any harsh lines that are left over with my Morphe. I'm gonna drop it. My Morphe M439. So for concealer, I actually mix two concealers at the moment, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and then the Kevyn Aucoin Super Natural Concealer. This one's a little bit more fair, so I use it to kind of highlight in areas that are needed. And then this one I use to counteract my under eye bags and purple under my eyes and all that fun dark circle mess. So yeah, I really like it. And then I'll also be blending that in with my beauty blender as well. And I'll also be putting this concealer on areas where I might have a pimple or a little bit extra redness, just to kind of cover that up as well. Now moving on to powder, I take my Laura Mercier translucent loose powder, which is one of my holy grails, and I'll be using this to not bake, but basically just lightly set my under eyes with the damp beauty blender with a very small amount of powder. So I'm not baking, I'm just kind of setting it just with a little bit of powder, the Laura Mercier one. What this kind of does is this kind of just melts the powder into your skin, which really is amazing, and I love it. And I also kind of bring it up to my eyelids a little bit too, just so they're not as oily. For my all over face powder to set my entire face, I'll be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and I recently picked this up, and it's definitely one of my holy grails. I like it more so than the Laura Mercier all over my face to set my foundation. And then taking a powder brush from Tarte, I'll just be dipping into this and then putting it all over my face. So then moving on to blush, the blush that I use is the Laura Geller blush, and I seriously love this. It's in the shade Tropic Hues. If you guys can't tell, the packaging is so dirty because I always travel with it, but I take this and just a blush brush from Tarte. I love Tarte brushes. If you can't tell, no, this is not a sponsored video. I just love Tarte brushes. They're amazing. It's pretty much all I use, but I dip that into my blush and then put some on the apples of my cheeks, and I love the just fresh flush of color that this gives my face. It's so beautiful, and it's not like overly red or overly pink. It's just the perfect amount. Usually every day I just throw on a little bit of bronzer. My favorite to use at the moment is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I take this little contour bronzing brush from Benefit, lightly swirl that around, and then just bronze up my face with just a tad to give me, again, a little bit color because, hello, Casper the Ghost here. For my highlighter, it usually changes up every day, but the one that I've been sticking with using the past few weeks has been 2 highlighters out of the Anastasia Sun Dipped Glow Kit, which is amazing, guys. The Anastasia Glow Kits, if you're looking to get a kit with all the highlighters you need, I highly recommend the kits by Anastasia, but I use the 2 shades Summer and Moonstone, and I just mix those 2 on my Morphe R31, which is like a little highlighting brush, and then I put that on the places where I want some glow.
In the sun, when it comes down, it comes tumbling to the ground when she speaks. It's a dangerous fantasy, sets me free.
Oh, look at that glow, girl. Beyond my eyes. Usually my eye primer differs. I go between the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, but today I'm going to be using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot because, I don't know, that's just what I'm feeling like today.
She sets me free, where I wanna be, and her hair goes like a lighter in the wind, and I lose my senses, baby. It gets under my skin when she speaks.
So for my eyeshadow for my eyes, I've been using the Jouer Essential Matte and Shimmer palette. This is what I've been loving, and I'm actually using this palette to do my whole eye look, and this is what I've been using every day, which is really convenient because all my colors are together. So the first shade that I'm going to be using is Matte Vanilla, which is right here, and just setting my paint pot with that I just put on just to kind of lay everything down and make it stick to my eyes. This is just what's going to work as my base color for my all over lid, and I love doing this look. I literally do it every day just because it's so quick, easy, and simple, and it's really daytime friendly. It doesn't look too crazy, and it looks pretty natural. I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and then going in with the shade Macchiato right here. This is going to be my crease color slash transition shade. I like the shade because it's a very taupe light brown, so it's something that I can just throw in the crease, and it's really nice.
Sets me free, where I wanna be, wanna be. She sets me free, where I wanna be.
Next, going in with the shade Dark Chocolate from the same palette and my Morphe M433. I'll be using this as my outer corner color just to kind of smooth the look out a bit and give a little bit more definition to my eyes. Lastly for my eyes, lastly for eyeshadow, once all of those colors are blended on my eyelids, I'll be taking this really pretty pink champagne color right here, which I love, and this is in the shade, let's see, Sand. And I'll just be taking this really old Sedona Lace flat shader brush that I actually don't know where it's from. I think I got it like in an Ipsy bag or something, but I'll just be putting this all over my lid as my lid color. Makes sense, right? I'm just taking that highlight color from earlier and just highlighting my brow bone, and ow, that got on my eyebrows. That was really cute. We're not perfect here, people, okay? We're not perfect. So the next thing I do is I do my eyebrows, and that's actually a horror story in itself because it's really hard to do your eyebrows on camera if you guys didn't know. But I use these brow products, a mix of Anastasia and Benefit, so it's easier for me to do this brow on camera, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I do that brow in a quick little speed through. But basically, I just use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ebony, and then if I need to darken it up a tad at all because my hair is darker than my eyebrow, I'll use my Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 6 by Benefit, and then I set that with this brow gel from Benefit, and then sometimes I'll conceal, but we'll get to that when we're done. So then once my brows are filled in, I clean up the edges with this Nude Sticks concealer and then my Morphe M432, which is made for eyeliner, but it works really well for getting in the nooks and crannies of your brow. The nooks and crannies, I don't know. I just set my brows with my Benefit 24-hour brow gel to keep them in place all day long because we don't want them going crazy. The next thing I do is I set my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I only do this if I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup for a majority of the day. So whether it be like a long work day or a long school day, I'll usually set my face with this. But sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. It just depends. So then the last thing that I do for my makeup is apply mascara. I use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. This is amazing. And then I also use my YSL The Shock. I mix them and together they're one true love. They're a perfect combo. I usually just either put on a lip balm or a light lip gloss. Today I'm just going to be putting on a lip balm, and then over top of my lip balm I'm just going to be putting on a light gloss. Usually if I'm trying to keep it a little bit more natural, I'll just go with lip balm. But for today I'm using the Kylie So Cute gloss and just kind of dabbing that. I'm blending it in just to kind of create like a nice sheen, nothing too crazy. Alrighty guys, that was all for my everyday makeup routine. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. A thumbs up for more makeup videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!